One of the things that you must know when you come to being in line with God about abundance is to realize that we all, as children of God, the moment we are saved, we become people under grace. That is why it is so impossible for you to judge anyone. It is so impossible for you to slander anyone. God's grace is unmerited, has been bestowed upon us. And it's a grace that was covenanted by blood. Actually, Jesus died to purchase our grace. And Paul was making us to realize that this grace has been dispensed freely by Jesus. And that you and I, all the days of our life, we are debtors. All the days of our life, till we go to the grave, we are debtors. Actually, not only are we debtors, we don't have anything to boast about. Paul was saying to a certain group of people, he said, what are you boasting about? What are you talking about? What do you talk about that you have not received? And then if you have received it, then why are you boasting? So you can't boast about anything. And so because you have grace, the most important duty of grace is for dispensing. Every grace you have been given, to you to dispense it, to distribute it. Jesus had grace in heaven. He came on this earth to dispense the grace. Paul said he came to reconcile, and then he has given us the ministry of reconciliation. And so all our life, we must be channels to dispense grace. Paul was saying to us that, look at these Macedonian people. They were poor. They didn't have money. But out of their poverty and within their power and beyond their power, they entered into this covenant of giving and receiving. It tests the deep-seated person that you are in, the deep-seated character that you have, how much you give. Now, let me go more into this in a little bit of depth. In verse 5, he said, and this they did hope, but first gave their own selves to the Lord. And so if you are going to enter into this covenant of giving, which God abundantly protects us, the first thing is you consecrate your life to the Lord. Actually, you are saying to the Lord, this life is not your own. It doesn't belong to you. It's not my own. I just found myself on this earth. I didn't choose my father. I didn't choose my mother. I am here by the grace of God and by assignment. A lot of my colleagues have died. And many others will still die this year. Or not my colleagues, I mean anybody could still die this year. And so invariably, I am just God's. And so look, giving starts with, I am not myself. The deep-rooted spirit of selfishness in me is removed. I consecrate my life to the Lord. I give him everything. But Paul now said, that these people did not just give themselves to God, they gave themselves to Paul in partnership in the ministry of the gospel. They gave their life to Paul. They were united in partnership. And so when you begin to talk about giving that brings abundance, you must consecrate your life to God, and you must concentrate your life to those whom God has put before you.